Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the white coat ceremony. We ask that you please silence your phones at this moment. And for any moment that you need to step out, we ask that you do so with the rear doors. Also, we ask that you remain in your seats for the entire ceremony. Please do not approach the stage. We do have photographers here taking photos of your lovely students, and they will be able to share those pictures with you afterwards. And now we ask for all those that are able to please stand while we begin the ceremony. Thank you for coming.
Good afternoon. Please be seated. My name is Dr. Shelley DeCecco, and I'm the interim chair for the physical therapy department here at PCOM Georgia. On behalf of the faculty, staff, administration, and students, especially the DPT class of 2027, I welcome you to this white coat ceremony. Now, please stand as you are able for the invocation to be offered by Ms. Patient Masons, the Chief Services Officer, and then the Pledge of Allegiance led by Mr. Keelan Hulan, the Class of 2027 Chair.
Please stand. Today, we gather to honor the remarkable journey each of you has chosen to embark upon. As you don the white coat for the first time, may it serve as a symbol of your commitment, not just to the pursuit of knowledge, but to the service of humanity. Let us take a moment to reflect on the gravity of this responsibility. You are stepping into a profession where compassion, empathy, and integrity are as vital as the science you will master. You will be called to care for the most vulnerable, those facing illness, uncertainty, and fear. In these moments, may your hands be healing, your words be comfort, and your presence provide hope. May you always remember that behind every diagnosis is a person, a story, and a family who entrust their well-being to you. Let your white coat remind you of the promise that you make today, to serve with humility, to listen with empathy, and to act with courage in the face of challenges. As you move forward on this path, may you find strength in your purpose, wisdom in your learning, and joy in the impact that you will make. We honor your dedication and celebrate this milestone, knowing that your journey is one of both personal growth and profound service to others. Congratulations, and may you always be guided by a spirit of compassion and commitment to the care of all who seek your help. Please remain standing as Mr. Keelan Hulan approaches the podium to say the Pledge of Allegiance.
Join me as you please in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everyone. You can be seated. Good afternoon. I am Dr. Brian Mann, Dean of the School of Health Professions and Sciences, and it's an absolute honor to be here with you today on this incredible event. In a few minutes, you will all hear from incredible speakers who will talk about the significance of the white coat and what it means to them. I'd like to take a moment to tell you a little story. A little over 29 years ago, I started my first career as a professional firefighter and paramedic. At that time, we had to wear a very specced out uniform. Button down, collared, mixed poly blend powdered blue shirts with a city patch on the right shoulder and an American flag on the left. A badge on the left side of the chest with a name bar on the right. Navy blue t-shirts, black poly pants, black socks, black steel-toed shoes or boots. Now, when the tones or the bells of an alarm sounded, the expectation was set that you were to wear the uniform completely. Over the years, the uniform had changed, but the expectation remained the same. When you roll on a call, each member in that uniform represents not only themselves, but they represent their families, the city, the county, and the citizens that they serve. As the dean, I would like you to remember this story, because each time you wear this white coat, you represent yourself first. You represent your family second. And finally, you represent PCOM and the education you've received. So as you move forward, do not be afraid and exemplify being a great servant leader. I wish you all the best today, and I look forward to seeing each of you grow over the years and your time here at PCOM. At this time, I'd like to ask Dr. DeCecco to come and give some words of encouragement.
Today we celebrate the milestone for the class of 2027. You have completed your first full year and your first rotation in the most rigorous doctoral program in the healthcare field. You've stepped into the clinic for this very first time and you've successfully completed it. This ceremony is not just about receiving your white coat. It is about recognizing the sacrifices you have made, the achievements you have already earned, and the future you are stepping into as members of the physical therapy profession. The coat you will wear carries meaning far beyond the classroom or the clinic. It represents your commitment to this profession, to always seek knowledge, to practice with integrity, and to embrace the responsibility that comes with being a physical therapist. When you put on this coat, you are joining a community of professionals who dedicate themselves to improving lives through movement, recovery, and restoration. But commitment alone is not enough. What will truly distinguish you as physical therapist is the empathy and compassion you bring to every patient encounter. Your coach should remind you that each person you treat is more than the diagnosis. They are individuals with stories, their own struggles, and their own hopes. Patients will look to you not only for your skill, but also for your humanity. This profession also asks you to be advocates and servants. You are called to stand up for your patients, to serve your communities, and to extend care beyond the treatment table. Service is woven into the very identity of physical therapy, whether that means advancing health equity, volunteering your skills, or educating the next generation. Of course, getting to this point has not been easy. You've sacrificed time with family and friends. You've pushed through long days of studying and practicing. You've tested your own limits. Each of you should be proud of what you have accomplished so far, because those sacrifices are the foundations for this achievement. And now as you move forward, your coat is also the symbol of the future. a future where you will continue to grow as clinicians, expand your capacity for compassion, and step into leadership in healthcare. The patients you have yet to meet, the communities you will serve, and the lives you will impact, all of that begins here at this moment. On your coats, you will notice 2 patches that carry deep meaning. The PCOM patch connects you to a long tradition of osteopathic medicine and its commitment to treating the whole person, the mind, the body, and the spirit. It reminds you that your role goes beyond addressing physical limitations. It's about restoring lives and supporting families and communities. The second patch with the flame is unique to our physical therapy program. That flame symbolizes the passion that brought you here, the growth you've already shown, and the enduring commitment to service and advocacy. That will guide you in the future. As you wear these coats, let those symbols remind you of both the privilege and the responsibility that come with being part of this profession. Class of 2027, wear your coat with pride, with humility, and with purpose. You have chosen a profession that demands much, but offers even more, the chance to change lives. Congratulations. Myself and the faculty and staff at PCOM Georgia are honored to walk with you on this journey. At this time, I'd like to ask Grace Wolf, the Class of 2027 PT President, to approach the podium and introduce our next speaker.
Thank you, Dr. DeCecco, and good afternoon to my peers and their families and friends. My name is Grace Wolf, the Class of 2027 Physical Therapy Council President. I'm pleased to introduce our speaker today, Dr. Austin Pack. Dr. Austin K. Pack is a God-fearing man, devoted husband, and proud father based in Greenville, South Carolina. He earned his Doctor of Physical Therapy degree 2 years ago in 2023 from the Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine, Georgia campus. Prior to his education, he served 4 years in the Marine Corps and was an infantry team leader, completing 2 overseas deployments. Austin is also an NSCA certified strength and conditioning specialist and a licensed physical therapist in multiple states. He currently practices with ATI Physical Therapy while serving as the owner and operator of All Prime PT and Human Performance, where his mission is to help athletes and everyday people recover, sustain, and perform at their prime potential, coming back stronger after injury. A first-generation service member, veteran, and doctoral graduate, Austin brings a perspective shaped by resilience, faith, and commitment. He has worked with athletes of all levels, military personnel, and the active population at large. Beyond his profession, he is genuine and passionate, enjoying family time, fitness, the outdoors, music, good food, and good coffee. Please help me welcome Dr. Austin Pack.
All right, thank you everybody for having me here. Thank you, Grace, for the introduction. Dr. Alston, it's good to see everybody here today, and I hope everybody, after your first rotation, I believe, had some little downtime to relax. After that, I know it's exciting. But thank you for having me here today, everybody. So when I think back to the moment when I first received my white coat, I think of 2 things. I think of the grind and the gratitude. The grind being, the endless exams, the practicals, the late study sessions, right? All that leading up to it. And the gratitude for the opportunity to even make it this far to begin with. So the white coat itself isn't necessarily surviving the process when you get to this point, but it means more. It's a symbol of a calling to utilize your doctorate level knowledge, not just with skill, but with compassion to help others heal and pursue wellness. A milestone that is worth celebrating, and there'll be many more to come. I remember applying to PT programs, and honestly, I just wanted to be accepted, right? Just wanted to get into PT school. I found out about PCOM Georgia relatively last minute, within a few months of making a decision. After visiting the campus and everything, I realized that it's the right fit for me. I felt included. It felt natural, so much that I even turned down another offer and came out of state. For me, I felt accepted here. I felt that the professors wanted to see you succeed, and I was even offered the opportunity to step into the role as class president to be able to, facilitate contribution to the program and connect with others and bond with classmates. Of course, my time looked a little bit different. 2020, if you remember, COVID-19 had just kicked off a good bit, so our class structure didn't look quite like you would think so. But, at times it was a little bit isolating, challenging, overwhelming for sure, but we made it through that process. And one thing that I learned from that is that when things tend to feel like they're overload, right, you have to stay the course. Stay the course, hold true to your values, prepare for where you're going. Your values are going to shape everything that you do in life. For me, a few of those values are going to be integrity, respect, and hard work. Since becoming a PT, a lot has happened for me. I'll start, first off, obviously, I just had to have a surgery recently, so that's pretty new for me as a PT going through this process. But outside of that, I got married. My wife is here in the back somewhere. We bought our first home together. Our daughter's approaching being a teenager, so that's pretty new. I've taken advanced courses in dry needling. I've had the opportunity to work with different fire departments and law enforcement units. What else? I started a business. I just recently got accepted into a sports residency program. And a lot has happened. A lot of this stuff I didn't anticipate happening so soon or at all. But even when I don't feel like I have everything mapped out per se, I feel that God guides me and keeps me rooted in everything that I do. And that helps me kind of stay ready. One habit that has helped me through all of this is pretty simple, just writing things down on a piece of paper. When you put stuff down on a piece of paper, it becomes more than a thought. So it could be dreams, goals, small intentions, things that you want to do in the next coming month or so. When life tends to throw you those hard left turns that you're not expected for, it kind of helps you stay rooted, just to refer back to those words. So for everybody receiving your earned white coat today, recognize first your accomplishments, right? Everything you've done up until this point, the things that you're good at, and your reason. So remember your reason to help keep you on the right path and to keep you motivated through times that you're struggling in. For me, my reason has always been to make a difference in this world and to help people in some capacity. That's why I started this, and that's also why I served in the Marine Corps, to serve and help. The journey may feel long, but that's where most of the development happens. So embrace it, be your genuine self, work as a unit, work as a team while you're here together. You've already made it this far in a very selective program and career. And you will continue to succeed and earn that DPT degree. This is just one milestone, but it's a huge milestone worth celebrating. Remember, the impact that you want to make throughout life begins with the effort that you put in each day, and it begins here, just as Dr. DeCecco was saying earlier. Last thing, I'll just leave you with this. Enjoy life along the way. Spend time with your family. Treat yourself. And get rest when you can, because it's definitely all about balance in this profession, and we all need that. We all need that, right? So I do appreciate you all having me here today. Once again, huge congratulations on this milestone that you have achieved. God bless.
Thank you, Dr. Pack, for a wonderful speech. It was good seeing you again. I'm sure our students will take your comments to heart as they continue their education and then into their professional work. At this time, each student will come up onto the stage to be coded by Drs. Teresa Pierce and Daniel Mackey. After receiving your white coat, please exit to where you'll be handed a pin by Dr. Bell. And then the first row, will you rise and let's begin.
Joel Agre. Bailey Barnett. Tabitha Danielle Beard. Savannah Beer. Sam Burke. William Crawford. Alexis Valencia Farmer. Madison Forestier. Emma Gillette. Gabrielle Hoffman. Tyler Ingram. Israel Ledesma. Khalil Paul. Tony Pham. Meredith Pope. Colby Reed. Brylan Sanin. Reese Stokes. Hope Thomas. Lydia Vellatini. Cherokee Wilson. Jason Woodall. Alexis Young. Kaylan Hulon. Grace Wolf.
Congratulations, students. In closing, I commend you all for your resilience and perseverance over the past year and congratulate you, the class of 2027, on reaching this important milestone. The Physical Therapy Department looks forward to your continued transformation as a student and a future physical therapist. This concludes our formal ceremony. Thank you for sharing this important event with us. Please remain seated until the faculty and the students have completed the recessional. At that time, we will have the students gather outside for a group photo. We ask that the families stand back and allow the photographer to take the class photo without disruption. Thank you.
Hello. Oh, that's loud. Can we please